So I'm going to end it with a little bit of a history lesson today. So what that says there is Ulfbert. There's about 170 medieval swords in Europe that have been found with this inscribed on the blades. Generally, all the time, it is more of a Viking style sword. They're all dated from about 19th to 11th century. These are some museum pieces that they have. You can see the inscription, right? Well, it's less of an inscription, more of an inlay of a different type of steel or iron, and that's giving you the idea of what a Viking sword looks like if you didn't know. Okay, so what does it mean? It's thought to be a Frankish surname, and Frankish being the people that not came before, but would eventually become the French. Before that, they would have been the Gauls, but anyways, Frankish, yeah. So you can tell this because, as you'd imagine, Vikings, what they did write, they didn't write a lot, were in runes. And what we see with the Ulfbert is that it's written in more of a Latin hand or script. And some of the, Latin script stuff, so that leads them to believe that the brand, we'll call it a brand name, because it's inscribed on all these blades. But as I was about to say, some of them are fakes. So the ones that are real that they found are these ones on the side here, which have that kind of plus sign in between the H and the T, and then this one right here is the fake. Now that's not the only way they've told it, because they studying the steel that they're made out of. The fakes are made out of more inferior steel, while the real ones are made out of crucible steel, which is made through melting down the iron and mixing in the carbon. Let's see. Okay, so this is what the steel looks like after it's been smelted in the crucible, and they call that a puck. They massage that down into a billet. The difference between crucible steel and the medieval steel of the time. As you can see, there's a drastic difference in the build of the steel there. It's a lot smoother, more even with the crucible steel, and medieval steel has way more erratic shapes in it, which shows more impurities in the steel. Okay, so there have been some people that have remade them in the traditional style, like how you'd make crucible steel. Now, the one thing that brings up some questions with it is, where did the Vikings get this steel from? Because it was not a technique known to medieval Europe at the time. It was only found in the Middle East. So a lot of the theories are that the steel was imported from the Middle East, because although Vikings are known for raiding, they also had strong trading ties with other countries more easterly. But yeah, and yeah, that's